long were you in the UK for, in exile, and what sort of moves are you making to go back?
I got here on the 24th of December 1982, and I left in December 1991. Okay, you could say almost 10 years having lived here in exile. And we had an organization here, a movement in exile, a party in exile. And obviously we brought everybody together, and we try and exposed what was going on in Seychelles, the lack of democracy, the lack of injustice. Okay, and we had a good movement that went on. We lobbied our local MPs, and in fact it was Prime Minister John Major who started the first move for reintroduction of multi-party system in Seychelles. I remember, I don't quite remember what the year was, but it was the Commonwealth Conference, head of state, that was held in Zimbabwe in, I think it was 1991. Yes, early 1991. And before Prime Minister John Major flew for that conference, I had the privilege to have dinner with him, me and a group of Seychellois, and in his constituency. And then he spoke to us and said, what do we want him, what kind of message do we want him to bring to the Commonwealth and to the President of Seychelles in particular, because he would be attending as well. And we told him, we said, look, the only thing that we want you to put across is reintroduction of multi-party, and we want democracy for Seychelles. And he promised us he will do that, and he delivered on his promise, actually. And he was the person who started to put pressure through his office as Prime Minister and through the Commonwealth organization. And true to his word, when he came back, he communicated with us, and he said that, I think your country will become a multi-party democracy probably within a year. And true to his word, multi-party was reintroduced in the Seychelles in early December 1991.
And how did that happen, though? What happened within the Seychelles that stopped the old regime and brought in this new process?
Yeah, but the thing about Seychelles is a very small place of only 85,000 people, small country, and we are very dependent on the outside world for aids and grants and even loans. So the world was beginning to change at the time, and the wind of change was blowing. The wall had gone down in Germany, and obviously the Seychelles government also was put under pressure by the European Union, by the Commonwealth.
Because of their communist leaning.
Because of their communist leaning, to reintroduce multi-party and to bring in justice and equality and freedom for the people. And basically they had no choice, and the president at the time, which was Albert René, he called a convention of his party, because one party state, and he said that he will have to reintroduce multi-party to Seychelles. But it was under pressure, and I believe if it was left to him, probably Seychelles would have been still a one-party state today, because he had close leanings with people like Fidel Castro and Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. These were his friends, Kim Il-sung of Korea. You see, so you tell me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you who you are, basically.
But it's very much thanks to your efforts with fellow exiled Seychellois in the UK and John Major.
Yes.
I mean, really, that's you must feel very proud.
Well, I am extremely proud of what I've done, my contribution actually, because there's been a lot of people involved in this movement. But at the same time, it was a duty to me, okay, because having lived in the country for like 22 years and left there, and I knew the kind of freedom that we enjoyed before the coup d'etat. and we didn't have any murders, any political killings. People was not in prison before, but during the one party state era, people used to disappear, people were killed, people were exiled, and all the atrocity, okay, connected with an oppressive regime took place in Seychelles. You see, so we who were here felt it was our duty to struggle and fight to restore democracy to Seychelles.